All right, all right, all right, all right. What is in the box? We got our final installment of the MGW install. So I got a cylindrical gripper. I was a little on the fence about this one because the pictures do make it look probably a little bit taller than it is, but we're going to find out in a second how tall it is. So whether it's right or wrong, I'm a side gripper. I have a Steeda ball over in the other Mustang, and I've always had, well, not always, but for the most part I've had ball shifters. Any of the billet shifters that I've had, I've always had more of a cylindrical, like a teardrop, and I've always kind of preferred that a little bit more, again, because I am a side gripper, and that's, I don't know, maybe that's part of my finesse with being able to bang gears so well. So I decided I wanted to go with a cylindrical gripper on this one. So let's see what this thing is all about. I have not been able to really find any reviews on this thing. Only kind of mediocre pictures from MGW, so again, I was a little worried about this. So you guys see I went with a silver. It's a 12 by 1.25, and the bottom is the aluminum, silver aluminum. Top, I went with the stainless, and I got the Cobra engraving on it. I went with a stainless to be able to get a little bit more weight. This doesn't feel super, super heavy, but it does feel like it's got a little bit of weight to it. And here she is. If you guys can see the Cobra emblem on that. It's kind of hard to explain how this material is. Again, it's called the gripper, so you would think it would be more of a rubbery finish, but it is not. It is a kind of like a hard plastic that is just textured. So the best way I can describe this to any guys that are shooters, this basically feels like a grip on a pistol. If you guys have ever held a S&W MMP before, this just feels like the takeoff grips on an MMP pistol. Again, aluminum bottom and stainless top. I was told this is about 3 inches. Looking at this is probably more than 3 inches. So they probably measured it without the bottom portion. I was told the spherical gripper was like 2.75, so it should only technically be about 1/4 of an inch difference. And just to be clear, this is actually a touch under 3 inches. I thought it was going to be over, but it is actually between 2 3/4 and 3. So it is actually shorter than I thought it was going to be. In my hand, feels good. Again, when I'm banging gears, I'm going like that. So I'm not a top shifter like this, like some guys are. Again, whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. That's just the way I shift, and you know, I don't know, works pretty good for me. So we got a couple miscellaneous, I guess, pads, and a Allen key for set screw, and probably some kind of instructions in here, but I'm not sure. So basically that's just going to screw on, and then it has one final set screw in the bottom. So we'll go ahead and get this out in the GT500. Alright, she is in and looking pretty. Again, I was on the fence about this because I wasn't sure if it was going to be too long, but this thing is just perfect. It's just pretty much the height of my hand. Shifts feel good. So, again, the shifter's still kind of tight. From what I understand, these are going to be tight for, you know, whatever, first couple times you drive it, first couple 100 miles. But again, this feels so much better. 5th and 6th feel a little bit tight. That's going to take a little bit of getting used to once I drive the car. But get a little bit of back and forth movement when it's in gear. Not like what it was stock, but you do get a little bit. But again, everything feels nice and solid. You know, you can row some gears and we'll be good to go. So MGW, thank you again for such a beautiful product. Your tech support is awesome. Your videos are awesome. You made everything a hell of a lot easier. I hope you guys found some value in this video. Definitely check MGW out for a great product. And here's to rowing some gears and bringing some tears.